Wilt u een bonnetje? Bonnetje erbij? Gaat het zo mee? Spaart u ook zegeltjes? Well, these are just a few out of many questions you can get from the cashier. And do you just say yeah and hope for the best when you answer these questions? In this video, I show you all the phrases that you can get from the cashier. And I'll show you how to respond to them. I'll guide you through it with my ABCD strategy. Phase A stands for absorb. You're gonna immerse yourself in the language, focus on reading, listening and understanding the context. Take a look at the following clip. Goedemiddag.
Hallo.
Heeft u alles kunnen vinden?
Ja hoor.
Heeft u nog vragen over dit medicijn?
Nee, alles is duidelijk.
Heeft u een klantenkaart?
Ja, een momentje.
Wilt u er een tasje bij of gaat het zo mee?
Een tasje alstublieft.
Dat wordt dan €28,50.
Pinnen alstublieft.
Gaat uw gang. Wilt u het bonnetje?
Ja, graag.
Alsjeblieft. Fijne dag nog.
Tot ziens.
In the previous clip, you've heard a dialogue. Now let's break it down and take a look at what the cashier says and how to respond to it. We're going to do that in phase B, building blocks. Building blocks are grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and useful phrases, and together they form a foundation so that you're going to speak Dutch confidently. Our goal for today is responding to the cashier. And the most important building block for this goal is useful phrases. In my brush-up materials for level A1 and A2, I included almost 500 recorded useful phrases so that you can listen to it, mimic the sounds, and become confident about your Dutch speaking skills. And in this video, we're going to take a look at some of those phrases specifically for this daily Dutch situation and goal.
Goedemorgen, goedemiddag, goedenavond, dag. Those are 4 ways to say hello in a formal way. Goedemorgen, goedemiddag, goedenavond. So the first one means good morning, then we have good afternoon and good evening. You can also say dag, which is more neutral. You can say it in the morning, you can say it in the evening. Goedemorgen, goedemiddag, goedenavond, dag. If you want to make those 4 sound less formal, you can replace the D sound for a J sound, which is spelled with an I. Goedemorgen will become goeiemorgen. Goeiemiddag. Goedenavond. So do you hear the difference? No D sound, but a J sound. Goeiemorgen, goeiemiddag, goedenavond. And instead of dag, you can say hallo. Then when you leave the store, you can say multiple things. You can say dag, which also means goodbye. So it means hello, but it also means goodbye. You can say tot ziens or fijne dag. Tot ziens is formal and it means tot later. And this is commonly used when you don't know whether you're going to see that person again. So this is what you can say at a store because you don't know whether you're going to see this cashier again next time. Tot ziens. You can also say fijne dag, which means have a nice day. Or if you want to sound less formal, more informal, you can say doei, doei, or fijne dag. That one is informal as well.
Now that you know how to greet and how to say goodbye, let's take a look at some other phrases that are useful for responding to the cashier.
Heeft u alles kunnen vinden? Heeft u alles kunnen vinden? That one means were you able to find everything you needed? Heeft u alles kunnen vinden? The second one, heeft u nog vragen over dit medicijn? Heeft u nog vragen over dit medicijn? Do you have any questions about, for instance, the paracetamol? Heeft u een klantenkaart? Heeft u een klantenkaart. Klantenkaart is a customer card, and in many stores you will get a discount, or you can collect stamps to purchase products at a discounted price. Wilt u een tasje? Wilt u een tasje? Do you want a bag? Or gaat het zo mee? Gaat het zo mee? Gaat het zo mee? This one means, are you able to carry everything without a bag? Gaat het zo mee? Or, wilt u een tasje of gaat het zo mee? So people can also combine those two. Wilt u een tasje of gaat het zo mee? So, do you want a bag or do you don't need a bag? Wilt u het bonnetje? Wilt u het bonnetje? Or instead of het bonnetje, people say de bon. De bon. De bon means receipt. And het bonnetje is a diminutive, het bonnetje. Wilt u het bonnetje? Or instead of saying a full sentence or a full question, people will also say bonnetje or bonnetje erbij. There are multiple ways to respond to all of these questions. You can just say ja or nee, obviously, but you can mix it up by saying ja graag or ja hoor. Ja graag means yes, please. So for instance, when you get the question, do you want a bag? You can say yes, please. Ja graag. Ja hoor means something like yes, sure. Ja hoor. When you want to say thanks, you can say it in a formal way or an informal way. The informal way is using je, dank je, or dank je wel. If it's more formal, you can say dank u, or dank u wel. So it's basically pronounced as if it is one word, dank je wel, or dank u wel. Or bedankt. Bedankt is more neutral. It can be formal, it can be informal. Bedankt. When the question is, gaat het zo mee? Or when the question is, do you need a bag? You can say, het gaat zo mee. I'm fine, I can carry everything, I don't need a bag. Het gaat zo mee. Het gaat zo mee. Or if you want to ask for a bag, you can say, mag ik een tasje? Mag ik een tasje? Another way to do this is by saying, ik wil graag een tasje. So, mag ik een tasje means, can I have a bag? Ik wil graag means, I would like to have. Mag ik een tasje? Ik wil graag een tasje. Same goes for if you want a receipt, you can say, mag ik het bonnetje? Or, mag ik de bon? Or you can say, ik wil graag het bonnetje. Ik wil graag de bon.
Now that we've worked on our building blocks, our useful phrases and pronunciation, it's time to move on to the next phase, phase C, consolidation. Let's create our template.
Goedemiddag. Hallo. Gaat het zo mee? Nee. Mag ik een tasje? Natuurlijk. Bonnetje erbij? Ja, graag. Fijne dag. Tot ziens.
This is just an example of a template. You can mix and match useful phrases to create multiple templates. Now that you've absorbed the language in the dialogue, phase A, and you worked on your building blocks, phase B, and you created your template, phase C, it's time to move on to phase D, daily Dutch situation. So practice speaking with a study buddy or with a teacher to get feedback, and you will be ready to speak Dutch confidently before you know it. How much did you learn from this video? Let's test it. I have a question for you. How would you respond? So please listen to the question, pause the video and share your answer in the comments. Are you ready? Wilt u een tasje erbij of gaat het zo mee? So pause the video and comment your answer below. Now let's take a look at the answers. You cannot say ja graag or nee bedankt because this question consists of two questions. Wilt u een tasje erbij of gaat het zo mee? So what you can say is, ik wil graag een tasje, or mag ik een tasje? Or you can say, het gaat zo mee. Did you get it right? Don't forget to subscribe and check these videos.